What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. So today I'm going to be breaking down my entire back and bicep workout for you guys and explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing and kind of analyzing and critiquing my form so you guys can learn from it. I recently posted a YouTube short and an Instagram reel breaking down my technique on my dumbbell rows, and it got a lot of really good traction. People seem to learn a lot from it, and so I figured, well, why not do the whole workout? So that's what we're going to do today in this video. So I'm basically just going to be watching over this footage with you guys as it plays and analyzing what I'm doing while explaining the structure of the workout. So starting off, we have our pull-ups, right? And I was doing weighted pull-ups here. We did 3 sets of total pull-ups. We did 2 sets of 6 to 8 with weight. I had a 25-pound weight on me, and then we did 1 back off set with just body weight, where the goal is to get 10 to 12 reps. So now, as I sit here and watch my technique, I recognize that for one, I think I'm just going a little too fast on these, and two, at the very top of the rep, I'm kind of leaning forward a little too much and letting my traps and upper back take over. What I should do is have my grip out a little bit wider, and I should be letting the lats drive up harder without having to really contract the upper back. So this is my second set right here with the 25-pound plate, and honestly, guys, I'm gonna back off a little next time. And that's kind of the theme for this whole workout. I was training with some friends, the energy was good, we were amped up, and I let my ego pick the weights for me, especially on the next exercise, which are these dumbbell rows. So as I'm watching the dumbbell rows, the first thing I recognize is how I'm rearing my chest up and I'm almost shrugging the weight up. I'm not driving my elbow up and back and using the lat to row the weight as much as I'm simply shrugging the weight and kind of yanking the weight up with my upper back. And this isn't the goal that we had for the dumbbell rows. This was supposed to be a more lat focused dumbbell row, and instead I just kind of turned it into an upper back shrug. And as you guys can see, for both of these lat focused exercises that I just said, I think I went a little too heavy on. What happened is, rather than really utilizing most of the lats, I ended up using more upper back, and that's what happens when you go too heavy. It's not like my form is bad in any of these by any means, but when you pick a weight that is too heavy to execute with really good form, you just end up allowing other muscle groups to take over and kind of pick up the slack. And this isn't going to be the best way for you to build muscle, especially as you gain experience in the gym. So moving on from here, we have our chest supported rows. And this is really the part of the workout that's supposed to be focused on the upper back. This is my second set of 6 to 8 reps right here. And the first 5 to 6 reps were quality. But then as I continued in the set, they really started to slow down and I kind of started to cheat a little bit. So once again, I'd say I just went a little too heavy on these. And as I'm breaking this down and I'm saying all this, I'm realizing that, I'm saying this for pretty much every exercise, but I don't want you guys to think that you can lift light weights and not push yourself close to failure and expect to build muscle. It's really just a matter of picking the best possible load for the intended rep ranges as you go through a training program. And sometimes you have to overshoot a little bit to know when to come back. And looking back at this footage, I realized, pretty much all these weights were a little too heavy. And then in the next workout, I'm going to back off on all of them and make sure that I'm getting the quality reps for the intended rep ranges. So moving on from here, our next exercise was a reverse pec deck fly, where we're focused on training the rear delts, the traps, and the upper back. Now this was not an exercise that I overshot the weight on. We were aiming for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, and I picked a very appropriate weight for these reverse flies. Now looking at this footage, I'm like, okay, this technique looks pretty good, and overall I don't have much to say. What I would like to do in the future is I'm going to drop the seat down like 1 or 2 notches and try to get my hands a little higher to where they're perfectly even with the delts. This is going to really help me isolate the rear delts a little bit more and maximize the time under tension that I'm putting. But overall, I don't really have much to say about this set. So that's it for the back portion of this workout. And before we transition into the bicep portion of the workout, I wanted to let you guys know that recently we launched a free community for purpose-driven men who are looking to elevate their life through fitness and personal development. And as a member of this free community, you're going to get access to different training programs. There's a complete video course teaching you everything you need to know about nutrition and training to burn fat, build muscle, and completely transform your physique and improve your metabolism along the way. There's also other resources like a flexible dieting cookbook. There's going to be bi-weekly coaching calls, and of course, there's actually going to be the community aspect of things. So at the time of recording this video, we have 51 purpose-driven men in this community that are all getting to know one another, supporting one another, answering each other's questions, and also myself and the Timeless Aesthetics team, we're in there answering questions as well. It's going to be a really great place to meet other like-minded men and to elevate your life. So if that sounds like something you're interested in and you want access to all of those different resources, you can click the link down below in the description to join the free community. All right, now transitioning into the bicep portion of this workout, we did 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps with a reverse grip cable curl. This is one of my favorite arm exercises because I really feel it not only in the actual bicep itself, but the brachialis, which is the outside part of the bicep that really develops that thickness and girth that you're looking for in your arms. And so basically what I did is I picked a weight that I could really get close to failure with on 12 to 15, and this was a great set. That's how you want to see your last rep look anytime that you're training in the gym with the goal of building muscle. Now for the final exercise in this workout, I did an alternating standing dumbbell curl. And as I watched this set back over, I don't really have too much to critique about my technique. There's a little bit of swinging going on, but honestly, there's not enough to really say, hey, that weight's a little too heavy, or I need to focus on this and improve it on my next workout, because overall this technique looks really good, and the weight that I picked was a perfect weight. I was able to control the load. Now I do think if I was going to be doing both arms at the same time, I probably wouldn't have been able to get as many reps, but when you do them single arm, you actually give each arm a little bit of a rest, and typically you can lift a little bit heavier because of it. So that's going to be a wrap for this workout, and now I'll kind of explain a breakdown of the structure of the workout, right? So we did a vertical pull, we did 3 sets of that, then we did 3 sets of a vertical row, then we did another vertical row, and then we did a reverse fly focused on the upper back and rear delts. So we had 12 total sets of back, and then we had 6 total sets of biceps. And the first exercise we did was focused on developing the overall thickness of the arm and the bicep, and then the second exercise was really focused on training the bicep through a full range of motion, training with excellent form and getting a great squeeze on the bicep. And honestly, I couldn't even handle more volume if I had more time to spend in the gym. There's no way I would be able to recover from more volume with that level of intensity. And I think this is where most people mess up. Most people do way too many sets and way too many reps without ever pushing themselves close enough to failure to actually stimulate muscle growth. So that's going to bring this video to an end, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And like I said, we just launched the free community. We have 51 purpose-driven men who are looking to elevate their life through fitness and personal development, and we're giving away all those resources in there, the training plans, the video course, and everything that you need to completely transform your physique. So if you're interested in that, click the link down below in the description to join, and I look forward to seeing you inside the community. So until the next video, guys, keep pushing, keep persevering, and keep it positive.